The Psychology of Money explores the critical difference between rational and reasonable financial decision making. The author argues that purely rational approaches, while seemingly logical, often fail to consider the profound impact of human psychology and emotions on financial choices. The core message is that financial decisions should not be based solely on mathematical models or theoretical ideals. Instead, they should be reasonable, acknowledging the complexities of human behavior, emotional needs, and social influences. This reasonable approach, although potentially less rational on paper, is often more sustainable and leads to better long-term outcomes because it aligns with how people actually behave. Consider the fever analogy. Just as people take medicine to suppress fever, even though it's beneficial for fighting infection, we often make financial choices based on comfort and well-being rather than strict logic. This illustrates how reasonable decisions prioritize what feels right, even if it deviates from purely rational calculations. Take Markowitz's investment strategy as another example. Nobel laureate Harry Markowitz prioritized minimizing future regret over maximizing purely mathematical returns, demonstrating that even experts consider emotional comfort and avoiding regret as crucial aspects of a sustainable investment strategy. Social pressures and emotions significantly influence investment decisions. People are swayed by how they want to be perceived, their personal relationships, and their own self-doubt, challenging the assumption that investors are purely rational actors. Consider leveraged investments. While mathematically sound, they can be emotionally devastating due to the potential for large losses, making them unreasonable for most people. This highlights the danger of relying solely on rational models. Emotional attachment to investments can be beneficial. Passion for an investment can provide the motivation to persevere through tough times and avoid impulsive decisions, contributing to the quantifiable advantage of long-term commitment. Home bias, the preference for investing in familiar domestic companies, is not purely rational, but is reasonable due to the comfort and familiarity it provides. People often favor investments they understand and feel connected to, even if those investments are not the most objectively rational choices. This underscores the importance of considering individual comfort levels in financial decisions. Engaging in activities like forecasting and day trading, while not rational, can be reasonable in small amounts if they provide enjoyment and don't jeopardize the overall financial strategy. Even Jack Bogle, known for advocating low-cost index funds, invested some money in his son's high-fee funds, demonstrating that personal or emotional reasons sometimes override strict logic in financial decisions. These excerpts advocate for a more nuanced and human-centered approach to personal finance. While rational analysis is important, it shouldn't be the sole driver of financial decisions. Instead, individuals should strive for reasonable choices that consider their emotional needs, social influences, and long-term well-being. Embracing the human element in financial planning, including emotional attachment and personal preferences, can lead to more sustainable strategies and ultimately greater financial success and satisfaction. The book encourages a balanced approach that combines logic with emotional intelligence, recognizing that money management is as much about psychology as it is about mathematics.